Sunday brings us Liverpool taking on Aston Villa. This is a side in recent history that has punished Liverpool.
Yep.
This is certainly a big one. Of course, Liverpool will be taking on Aston Villa at home. Fourth currently, Liverpool with 7 points, and of course, Aston Villa, another side that hasn't started badly this season. They come into this fixture on 6 points, seated in 7th place, though. It will be a very, very tight affair. Don't forget, Liverpool don't have Virgil van Dijk in the team.
Yep, Liverpool don't have Van Dijk in the team, Tony, and also we don't know if Konate will be fit to play these fixtures.
That's a thin back line.
It will be a thin back line, and I think Unai Emery will be licking his lips with the way his attacking players are playing right now.
Ooh, Aston Villa has been mesmerizing.
Yeah, they've been a great side to watch recently. I think they will have something to say going to the Anfield, Tony.
No, this is a big, big fixture, of course, for all Liverpool fans especially, and for Aston Villa fans who felt had done by on that opening day loss to Newcastle. It was a big defeat, but they've bounced back to get 2 wins in that particular fixture. And they've also been doing well in the cup competitions. This Aston Villa side, don't forget, they've also done so well in the Europa Conference qualifiers. So it will be very, very interesting to see how they come up in this particular one. But talking about the absence of Van Dijk, and of course now Konate is still not yet fit, that looks like a backline of Joe Gomez and Joel Matip.
Yeah,
It certainly cannot stop Oli Watkins in the form that he's in right now.
yeah. I think Watkins will be looking at the back line, saying these are not fit players. I can maybe get spaces here, and Liverpool has to be cautious in this game because the new signing, I forget his name, of Aston Villa, is so terrific with pace.
Musa
Diaby, and is operating at the side where Trent Arnold is. So if Trent Arnold is going to attack, then they might get exposed there. And we saw Liverpool, even after winning that game against Newcastle, which was very brilliant.
It was very good, very big result.
I think they looked shaky. Liverpool looked shaky, and there are pockets to pick out for the opponent team.
Liverpool will certainly be coming into this particular game. We know that they have those absences in the in the defense, but in midfield they've been trying to patch things up after the absences of Fabinho and Henderson. They've now signed Rand Gravenberch from Bayern Munich for £43 million that have been quoted in the news. He is a player that will be coming into this midfield, but I don't know if he's a 6, Timothy. He's not a player that has yet convinced me on which particular position he does. It seems to be a tool of more trades in the midfield.
I was going to ask you, Tony, this. I don't think he is that deep-lying central midfielder, so Endo might play that. So maybe Liverpool is looking at depth with that signing, but I don't think he's one who is going to slot into the team direct.
It will be very interesting. Of course, we don't know if it's definitely late for signing. He's been training with his former club, but sometimes the clubs don't want to throw you in the deep end when you've just arrived. So it will be interesting to see if Ryan Gravenberch, do you think Klopp should start him in this particular fixture against an Aston Villa side that is high flying? They've also made some transfers of their own. They brought in Musa Diaby, who has hit the ground running. Of course, very, very interesting player. Leon Bailey, don't forget, is another player who can still hurt you. Matt Cash has been playing in a different format almost in this particular fixture. So he has been scoring goals and assisting. So it will be very interesting to come into this particular fixture. They've also signed Clement Lenglet from Barcelona on loan, which is another huge coup for this guy who has just signed Pau Torres from Villarreal. I don't understand how he keeps getting these very, very high quality players, Unai Emery. But he suddenly assembled a side that now has full belief they can go toe to toe to any team and even challenge. So this is a very brilliant fixture for me, and I think they will have a say in this one. I've gone for a 2-2 draw against Liverpool.
I am inclined, Tony, to give Aston Villa a result in this game, but I still think Liverpool will have enough at Anfield. The crowd should be able to push Liverpool to a win. So I've gone for 2-1.
Do you think we wake up with Mo Salah having flown to Saudi Arabia?
I think Liverpool stalled that transfer. Yes, we know Saudi Arabia has the window up to September. I think
an extra week.
Yeah, an extra week. So, but Liverpool try to stall this and make sure Salah stays in there.
It will certainly be very, very interesting. Liverpool cannot afford to suddenly lose any of their key men. They have Darwin, who seems to be now back into the form of his life. He scored 2 brilliantly taken goals last week. He showed his explosive pace, and that's why I've gone for the 2 goals. Maybe one from him and one from Jota.
No, Tony, I think they'll win this, but 2-1.
Very, very brilliant. Don't go anywhere. We'll be bringing you the game of the weekend. Stay tuned.